So a servant needs to have a loud voice, because if he doesn't have a loud voice, then there's no point in him teaching, since no one can hear them. They might as well just save their breath so they can live longer.
My servant needs to be able to defend the faith, because if a Jehovah's Witness person or a Muslim or even a Jewish person comes up to us, they better be able to defend the faith.
You have to be our servants. The root word of servants is service. So you have to serve us, servants. Ring a bell?
He needs to perform all the 7 sacraments. He needs to do baptism. He needs to give us communion too. That's kind of too much. At least know all the 7 sacraments.
Then there's time. So, we need to hurry up in the Bible study and Sunday school, so servants need to be on time, not go Dunkin' Donuts. I know it's hard, just don't go to the store. We'll get the lesson done. Nushka la leave, happy ever after.
You have to know your stuff, the Christian dogma and all the rites of the church. And by know your stuff, I mean well, no exceptions.
He needs to be a friend to us. I don't want to have a servant talking up there that I don't know. He needs to know my birthday date, and he needs to take us out somewhere after Sunday school.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to best friends. I am a very important person. I get text messages, emails, etc. So I need to be able to answer my phone. But I can't do that when a servant is taking it away.
So the servants can't tolerate any foolishness or anything, because all the good kids, they come to Sunday school early and stuff, and they're so nice, while the other kids are just playing and fooling around. It's not fair to the good kids, so servants have to do something about it.
Okay, this is the important one. He needs to be a sports freak. He needs to like the Yankees, the Patriots, the Heat, and the Devils.
My servant needs to be friendly, and they need to be nice to me. They need to hand me a Bible when I need one, or if I need an Igbeya, stretch over to the next row to get it. But they can't go as far as following me on Twitter or friend requesting me on Facebook.
You have to teach us only the stuff we don't already know, because otherwise it gets boring. If you're wondering what we do know, it's everything.
And the servants, they can't just talk really fast, because nobody's gonna get it. Because if they talk really fast, that means they don't love us. They just want to hurry up Sunday school so they can hang out with their friends. But we love them, so they're gonna have to talk nice and slow. I might be talking fast, I'm not a servant.
You have to be a servant. A synonym of servant is humble. Humble. That's what you should be.
He needs to prepare for his class a week before the class. Not like, hey kids, just 1 second, I'm gonna memorize what I have for the class today.
You have to be a role model, not just in church, but out too. I don't want to be like, is that my servant over there?
My servant needs to be a disciple. And if you need to know more about that, go back to Acts. Remember, 5th semester of Servants Prep.
You have to like all the people in the class. Maybe not all, but most. If you're wondering who to like, I'm a perfect example.
The servant needs to have short lessons. You come out of the liturgy every single Sunday, and it's too early for long lessons. Just make it short.
So servants need to have a sense of humor, so that we can actually pay attention and not sleep all the time in class. Because if they have a sense of humor, it really helps us get the lesson. You won't get anything if you don't joke or something like that.
Servants shouldn't be violent. Not only is it against the law, but it's against the Bible. We don't want to repeat the era of the martyrs.
Let's not forget, they need to know their biblical history, like back in the Old Testament.
I need to see Christ through him, a nice, loving, caring person. And most importantly, he needs to graduate from Servants Prep.
And you have to graduate from Servants Prep, because if you do, there's a spiritual growth for you.
You have to pass Servants Prep with at least 100 average. That's 100. Or else you won't be teaching the class. It'll be the other way around. Trust me.
And let's not forget, they have to graduate from servants prep.